Yes, more options is better. A quick release revolution has changed how we look at our wheels. No more the rim and the wheelbase is joined in a marriage until death or rage do them apart. We live in a world where changing a wheel is a matter of seconds, but modern world brings modern problems. It's so tempting to get more wheels for every foreseeable situation. Get an open wheel style for Formula, get a deep dish for drifting, get a D-rim for last gen GT and a flat wheel for this gen, and so on. But there is no doubt that before you dive into spending all your savings on the wheel set, you need to start with something that does it all, something that you can play with, build your skills and find what you like in sim racing. This is a story of a Simagic GT1, a misrepresented and misunderstood wheel. The wheel that flies under the radar for the most. The story of the default wheel that actually might be the only wheel you'll ever need. It's not more or less boring than any other wheel. Actually, it might be more fun. Learn from my mistakes and don't promise to yourself that you will get a new wheel only when the GT1 dies. It's a losing battle. It's built like a tank. Over the years I've used many standard round wheels and this is by far one of the heaviest and best built. Alcantara on the rim is nice and thick, everything is made out of aluminum with no plastic pieces inside. Then again, it's not really a cheap wheel, it should be well built. Yes, it can race. I've used this for GT racing, karting, touring cars, stock cars, oval racing, even just driving around in road cars on a traffic server. Or smashing the living crap out of cars in BeamNG.drive. The GT1 performed great in all the categories, but it didn't feel special in any of them. Despite the GT1's larger diameter of 330mm, it still feels nimble enough for racing, yet believable for driving production cars. For pure racing, I would like to see few more buttons on the wheel since it features 4 backlit buttons and 2 rotary dials. From the 2 switches, only one is mappable for use in your sim. The other one is used to switch wheel modes. Also, I would like to see an option to actually buy the dual clutches for the GT1. There are mounting holes at the back of the wheel, but I can't find the clutches themselves anywhere. Oh, you bet it can. I would say this is one of the best steering wheels for a rally that I've ever used. It's stiff and no matter where you grab it, there is no flex in the rim. And contrary to my previous statement, for rallying, the GT1's 4 buttons is enough, but I could do with little larger and further away shifter paddles. It can drift. With gloves it's too grippy, without gloves it burns like hell. The shifters will try to chop off some of your digits, but after a good smack or two, you'll learn to respect their private space. I wouldn't choose this by any means as my go-to drift wheel, but it gets the job done for occasional fun. Oof, sorry. Oh yes, they are. They are magnetic, medium heavy and very solid. The plus and minus symbols on the paddles look a little gimmicky though. It's absolutely not overhyped. It's one of the few quick releases which are actually quick and has no play in it whatsoever. It is heavy to operate and you need 2 hands to remove the wheel, but it's a very satisfying experience. Well, there are a couple of things. The full round wheel can obstruct your view of your monitors or the DDU. It is pretty heavy wheel, so it's smoother but less agile. The buttons are few and not that easy to reach. Not specifically for this wheel, but in general you can learn bad habits much easier on a round wheel. Every sim racer needs one premium round wheel in their arsenal. It's so versatile, and if in doubt, a round wheel will never let you down. If you're in the Simagic Alpha ecosystem and you haven't got the GT1, you definitely should buy one. If you don't own Simagic Alpha, but you're considering buying into a new brand, the GT1 is one of the best standard round wheels out there, making the Simagic Alpha a very appealing platform. In conclusion, Simagic GT1 is surprisingly well built and versatile wheel. No image that I found of the GT1 actually does justice of the wheel. Design might seem bland, easily fixable with our Pro Skin, however the quality, materials, feel and most important ergonomics of the wheel is amazing. You can race, you can rally and even do some drifting with it. You might be surprised how rarely you will feel like changing the GT1 out for something else on your rig. In not that distant past, we didn't have a chance to change the wheel. Most of the wheelbases came with a round wheel, and they did so for a very good reason.